Well, I am Virginia Wimmer, Virginia Mason Wimmer. And when I was born, I weighed 13 pounds. And when I was 5 months old, I weighed 30 pounds. And my mother took me out to a mountain park, and the scale said, "I speak your weight for a nickel." Well, she puts a nickel in, but didn't know that the scales were going to speak, and they said 30 pounds. And then she had to put another nickel in to find out what to say, because she didn't hear what to say. And when I was 9 months old, I got up and walked, because I was so big nobody wouldn't take me anymore. And I didn't want to sit there for being on, so I just got up and walked. And anyway, now I'm still big, but I'm enjoying eating every day. I love it. And we just have big time. Now, and talking about my folks were back a long time ago, they came to Roanoke to live. My grandfather was one of the first doctors in Roanoke, and Luck Avenue here in Roanoke is named after him. And we lived in his house there a long time, right across from the courthouse. And our main object of entertainment was to see the chain gang come in. And when the truck would come in with a chain gang on it, we'd say, "Come on, let's go to the side yard so we can see the chain gang." And
they could do it close to the jail.
Yeah, right across from the jail. And these people, these chain gang people had their ankles chained together, and they'd have to jump off the truck and go in there, and they'd have to work all day out on the road with those chains on their legs. And anyway, we just enjoyed living. I've lived in Roanoke all my life, and now I'm 85 years old, and I have enjoyed every minute that I've been on this earth, and I'm expecting to enjoy a whole lot more, because I'm not ready to go yet. I've got a lot of, I may have to go, the Lord may call me, but if he doesn't, I'm going to stay on a while, because I got a lot more to do, a lot more than I want to do. Now, I don't know whether, how long did you want me to talk?
Oh, just keep on talking.
You're doing great.
2 hours to talk to people.
And my
She's the talk of the family.
And my grandfather and my grandmother that lived in that house before we did, they had a monkey. And the monkey would get up on the back fence, and when the gentleman would walk down the street, they would reach out, the monkey would reach out and grab the gentleman's hat. And the man would know what happened to his hat, because then he'd hide them behind the fence. And he was very unhappy about that. But anyway, that house stayed in our family a long time, and we lived there and we enjoyed it. Right in the middle of town. But then we moved away from there, and we lived a lot of other places, but before I was born, my mother and father moved back there, so I was born in that house. And now, of course, it has been torn down, and a business place has been put up there.
Louis born there too?
Louise was born in a little cottage right at the back of that place.
Billy was born there.
Billy was born there. I was the second. Well, Louise was the first one, and then we had a boy, didn't live, and then I was the third child, and then there was another little boy, and then on down. Well, Louise was born in this cottage. Then they moved up into the house, and I was born in this house. And then years later, we moved, after moving other different places and all, we moved back to that place. And then Dot and Billy were born. Billy was born in that house, and Dot, of course, Mom, she had 10 children, and Dot was the only one that she went to the hospital to have. And so then we lived there a while, and then I got a job with the Western Union Telegraph Company, and I worked for the Western Union for 43 years. I handled all of people's joys and sorrows, their love affairs, and their business and everything. But I found out a lot of stuff I couldn't tell, but I knew it myself anyway. And I enjoyed my job there. And then in 1968, I retired. And since then, I've been retired. And I've enjoyed every day that I've been off. Of course, there have been a lot of things I've had to do, and a lot of places I've had to go, and there's a lot of more places I'd like to go. I move a little slower than I used to, but I think I'm going to make it.
Who's got more than a nickel in her?
All right. And the very audacity of the obsclosity of your curiosity, I would smack your bombosity if I didn't have on my white gloves.